Well, hello and welcome back to part 8 of Star Trek The Next Generation, A Final Unity. We are hot on the trail of the Chodak. We're about to beam down to Horst 3 against the wishes of the absent Shinnok, and we're going to continue on with the mission and solving this mystery. So, without further ado, let's first see if there's any extra details here.
Mr. Data, any suggestions?
I suggest we contact Starfleet, Captain.
Still, that feedback loop is still a problem, I see, Data, but we'll go to the transporter. Oh, we're doing it again, are we?
Beam down coordinates selected.
Oh, I keep forgetting to change. I keep forgetting to change the settings because to avoid the bug, I have to, let's see if they're gonna speak. No. I have to keep changing the difficulty settings like I explained in the last video. However, that does not affect the difficulty of the puzzles or any of the away team missions, only space combat. And the ability to, whether you choose to, you choose your team members, your away team members, or you don't. Now, here we are. It's got the right team, because I want Baldy on this one. Owl Bald Man. We need him because he's an archaeologist. We need Data because he's Data. And we need Geordi because he's the engineer. And Counselor Troy, we need her for her insights. Sometimes we need Dr. Crusher, depending on the context and the situation. So, Mr. Data, I want you to take a tricorder and scan this area. Tricorder and rubble.
There appears to be a hollow area behind this pile of rubble.
Intriguing. Chasm.
Readings indicate that this chasm is 3.487 kilometers deep.
Ooh.
The walls are composed primarily of igneous rocks.
Igneous rocks. So it's got to be something to do with this rubble here. Let's ask Captain Picard. My initial instinct is to use the phaser and destroy this at high settings, of course. But let's ask Picard.
This Chodak site is unique within the Federation's borders. We must explore it as carefully as we possibly can.
Data, what do you see there?
Perhaps there is something behind that pile of rocks.
Whoa. Amazing Sherlock Holmes-like deduction. Geordi, what do you see with your special elf eyes?
Looks like a cave-in covered up something behind that pile of rocks.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Geordi, you're gonna stand over there. Captain Picard, you're gonna stand over there. Yeah, okay. You can't go over there for some reason. Okay. Or just stay out of the way. Data, I want you to stand here. No, stand over here, Data. Yeah. I want you to take your phaser. I want you to put it on maximum. And I want you to phaser this. Fire. Oh. Oh, we're good. We are good. Okay. Data, you lead the way. Captain, follow. Man, this is so Forbidden Planet. It really, definitely, there's 3 influences I see in this game. The first one is the Gone To episode in Star Trek The Next Generation.
Look,
the second...
a shooting star. On Earth, that means you get to make a wish.
Shooting star is actually a misnomer. In reality, they are simply meteors which are incinerated as they enter a planet's atmosphere.
I know, Data, and rainbows are just the refraction of light
Awesome.
by water droplets. But they're still beautiful.
Excellent. Now, that was a nice little interjection there. Thank you, Counselor. The second one is the Defector episode, where the Romulan Defector crosses the neutral zone and defects to the Federation because he thinks that the Romulans are preparing for war against the Federation. He wants to stop it. And the third is 100% Forbidden Planet. Again, if you have not seen that movie, go get it, watch it. It's awesome. Alright, before we proceed any further, Mr. Data, I want you to have a look around and see
No unusual readings.
if there's anything, a generator, alright?
Based on these readings, I suspect this is the device which generates the chameleon field.
Geordie,
This device generates the chameleon field that disguises the station when you look at it from space.
excellent. Back to Data. Okay. What does Counselor Troy say?
This looks like some kind of field generator.
Nobody's buying it, Counselor. Nobody's buying that you are trained. Oh, there's a screen. Right, everybody up. Everybody up by Data. Oh, Data, you, Data. I want you to tell me what it is.
My readings indicate this mechanism may still be operational.
Intriguing. Use rear of sight. Let's go over here. We'll check everything first. Captain, I need you. Will you stop skipping, please? Oh, dearie me. Okay, what have we got here? Captain, I actually want you to have a look.
This looks like a device for analyzing and recording astronomical observations. This is the energy source that keeps the site running.
Intriguing. Now, Mr. Data.
This device is similar to a subspace phase spectrometer, which is normally used to measure the intervals between subspace phase fluctuations.
There you go. Very detailed.
The power source appears to still be functioning.
That would be a safe bet.
This instrument is set to measure the interval between certain subspace fluctuations. Readings indicate that this chasm is 3.487 kilometers deep.
Interesting.
The walls are composed primarily of igneous rocks.
If I were to speculate, I would say that this particular site was used for making astronomical observations.
Good guess.
That would explain why this outpost is so far from the main body of the Chodak Empire. Perhaps they were attempting to make clean observations, uncontaminated by interference from their own transmissions.
Let's record as much as we can. Our computer can analyze the data and make sense out of it later.
There's a lot of scientific equipment in this part of the site.
This must be the heart of the station. We must be especially careful to examine everything we find in detail.
Okay, what I was gonna say is that if this is a stellar observation, alright, why do they have these obstructions here? Right, look. Let's pretend this doesn't exist. It's pretty cool. Right, we're gonna go back to the screen. Data, I want you to use the screen again. I want you to okay, so we stick that in there, right? Ooh. Okay. Well, let's look around and make sure that there is nothing else. There's nothing in there. Have a good old nose around now. We've got the pit. Look at main area. Okay, let's commit. Let's go back. Data. Make it do. Okay. I'm pretty certain it goes in there. Alright, we're in business. And then what did your man say? Counselor Iraq or whatever his name was. We do this. Data?
Intriguing.
That's all you're gonna say. Son of a... Alright. Use
I
screen.
do not believe that will work.
What's all that about?
I do not believe that will work. This appears to be a field generator of some type. However, I am unfamiliar with this design.
Let's leave it in. And then go and see what's happening. Did it change this?
It did not work.
Were you speaking like data? Right.
This device is similar to a subspace phase spectrometer,
Yeah, we've done that,
which
we've
is
done
normally
that.
used to measure the intervals between subspace phase fluctuations.
Is there a control panel around here that I'm missing? Yeah,
This structure is designed to hold a scientific instrument steady and aim it accurately at its target.
I'm pretty sure that's what most mounts are
Knowing
for.
where this instrument was pointed may help us determine what the Chodak
Yes,
were
yes,
attempting
yes.
to
Tell
study.
us. Data.
This must be the heart of the station. We must be especially careful to examine everything
Why
we
do you
find
do
in
that? Why do
detail.
you do that? Why do you do that? Talk to Geordi.
This is clearly a scientific base. I want to check out everything here very carefully. We might find some clues about the Chodak.
Right, I'm going to switch over to you, Geordi. You're the engineer.
The device was set up to measure the time between certain subspace pulses.
Mounting. Okay. We've gotten everything. I say we go back now.
This must be the heart of the station. We
Ah,
must be
stop
especially careful to
repeating
examine
yourselves.
Everything
Ah.
we find in detail.
You're worse than me, you boys. Let's go. Don't forget the isolinear rod. Doer. Wait a minute. This looks like a door to me. No.
I do not. Some of the data has been corrupted over time. However, I believe the ship's computer can still extract a great deal of information.
Boom! Alright, then we take this. And we DD him out. I think we've got everything, right? We exit. Come on, exit. Come on, everybody. I'm hoping that when we beam back to the Enterprise, that there will be exposition. Data, stand there. Geordi, Picard, or Troy, and Picard. And just stand all in a line. Why not? I mean, I didn't go to great pains to separate you or anything, did I? Or... This is just the OCD. You know what? Data? No, Picard, you're the captain.
Beam us up. Captain's log. The archaeological site on Horst remains a fascinating mystery. I'm hoping that our ship's computer will be able to analyze the tricorder data we discovered at the Chodak site and tell us quickly what we need to know.
Me too. Do we just wait again, is it? Because I'm afraid to ask you guys anything in case I interrupt key details here. You seem to be doing...
We are receiving a signal from Starfleet. It is Admiral Williams.
Ignore it.
Screen. Greetings, Admiral. What can we do for you?
An unknown alien race has just crossed the neutral zone into Federation space.
Say what?
All attempts to communicate with them have failed.
Are they hostile?
Definitely. So far, every ship and outpost in their path has been attacked, disabled, and left for dead.
Do we have any idea of their objectives?
That's the strangest part. It looks like they're pursuing the Romulan fleet into the Zatanus Nebula.
Then my first instinct will be to let them go with our blessings.
I wish we could. Unfortunately, Outpost Delta 08 lies directly on their present course. We can't afford to lose it. Proceed at best possible speed to the Yaz system and intercept.
Understood. Picard out.
What are your orders, Captain?
Set course for the Yaj system. Maximum warp. Engage.
Got a red alert.
Unidentified alien vessel ahead. They have locked weapons onto us.
Uh-oh.
Red alert! Shields up!
Hail them.
There is no response. They are firing.
Evasive maneuvers.
Enemy ship is firing.
Worf, Worf, on.
We have been hit.
Worf.
Torpedo locked.
Worf. Hitman, engage.
Engage tactical maneuver.
Targeting area.
Fire.
The shields are...
Targeting area.
Fire.
Let him have it.
Fire.
Torpedo away.
Fire. Fire. Fire.
The
Let him have
enemy
it.
is engaged in self-destruct sequence.
Yeah, we kicked them ass.
Direct hit. The target is out of range. Direct.
How do you like damn apples?
Direct hit.
Don't mess with us.
Fire.
Another one. Warp away.
Torpedo locked.
Engage.
Engage tactical maneuver. Fire.
Warp away.
Engage.
Warp
tactical
away.
We don't have enough power.
What?
The shields are holding. Torpedo away.
Okay, right. Escape.
Damage to the sensor array.
Can...
maneuver. Engage tactical maneuver.
My God, Worf. You are...
Disengage tactical maneuver. Engage tactical maneuver.
See what I mean about this buggy thing?
Engage tactical maneuver.
Torpedo away. Torpedo locked. Shields are failing.
You're not escaping here.
The shields are holding. Damage to the sensor array.
Warp away. Engage.
We don't have enough power.
Fire.
What are you guys doing? You're all shit. You're fired. Do you understand? All of yous. Come on.
Mr. Worf, you have tactical.
Captain, I am honored.
No, he doesn't. Warp
Locking
away.
weapons.
Now.
Targeting area.
We don't have enough power.
Escape. Engage. Won't even let me unlock the escape maneuvers here. They're just gonna keep coming, boys. We gotta leave. Give me an
Torpedo fire missed the target.
Ah, Jesus, Worf. Yeah, you have me dizzy
Enemy
looking
ship
at you
is fired.
spinning the ship.
The shields are holding.
Will you knock it off? I'm gonna get sick. I hate this boogie mess. I really do.
Torpedo away. Torpedo locked.
Fire.
Direct hit. The target is out of range.
Good. Can we warp away now? Oh! See, Worf, you're fired. Get the hell out of here. Honestly, tired of you.
Matter-antimatter reactor down.
Mr. Data, check the ship's computer for any possible identification of these aliens.
We have no record of contact prior to these attacks.
There have been rumors of a war between the Romulans and an unknown race on the other side of Romulan space. Perhaps these are the same aliens.
I want to know why we had so little warning before the alien vessel's attack.
We did not detect them on our sensors until they were already within visual range.
Did they have a cloaking device?
During the battle, our sensors registered emissions similar to those of the alien probe that attacked Merton's stations and the planetary shield protecting Frigis.
A chameleon field?
That appears to be the case.
Perhaps these aliens were also responsible for the attack on Merton's station.
The chameleon field is an ancient Chodak technology. These aliens might have borrowed it from them.
Mr. Data, plot the course of the alien vessels based on their attacks in this sector.
The pattern of their attacks would indicate that they are headed for the Zatarnus Nebula.
Then it appears that the Romulans aren't the only race seeking the Unity device.
Mr. Data. Seize Mr. Worf. Bring him to the transporter and beam him out
I have
to
correlated
space.
the ancient Chodak star chart with our own astrogation charts.
Does it reveal the location of the Unity device?
I can find no mention of the device. However, the chart does contain the planet Alinor.
If Alinor was the administrative center of the Chodak Empire, isn't there a chance some trace of the Chodak remain, even today?
Sounds like a long shot.
It might be the only one we've got, number one. Where is Alinor?
The planet is located inside the neutral
Middle
zone.
Earth.
I don't think we need to worry about the treaty at this point.
Still, we must use caution. There is a provision of the treaty which allows for scientific research. We'll use that as a cover for our mission. Mr. Worf, inform Starfleet.
Aye, sir.
Lay in a course for Alinor, Warp 5.
Warp
Warp engines
5.
unable to sustain current speed.
Oh, we're in bits.
Reducing speed to maximum warp.
Listen, we gotta go to a starbase. Engage.
Engage.
We'll go here. But then we immediately gotta go to a starbase. Or we're in big trouble here. Mr. Worf is so bad at his job. I had to take over again and get us out of there. He wouldn't even escape. He wouldn't do anything I told him to do. Again, that's mutinous. He's going to the brig. Capital punishment as well. There'd be no mutiny on this ship, Mr. Worf. Nor incompetence, which is tantamount to the same thing. Like the ship is in rag order. We've taken a pounding. There's holes all over the hull, and we're down low on photon torpedoes. We've got nothing left to throw at these things. We took out a Chodak ship, though. But you see that the way it works is they'll just keep coming. They'll be like, and they'll grind us down through attrition. And with somebody like Worf at the helm, are you nuts? So 73. Oh, it's gonna take forever. Alinor, that should be logged in now, so we should be able to. We want to change course. All right. Well, we have Alinor, everybody. Remember these coordinates. Is there a starbase near?
Starbase is displayed.
Right, look. We gotta go.
I've been studying our records of one of the Chodak devices we found on Horse 3. It appears to have been designed to measure the period of a pulsar for use as a standard of time.
Translating Chodak time units would be a major breakthrough. It would give us a better understanding of Chodak science.
Unfortunately, the Zatarnis Nebula has expanded since the Chodak abandoned the station. The nebula now completely obscures the pulsar.
The nebula grew that quickly?
The Zatarnis Nebula is one of the youngest celestial bodies in the galaxy.
Are there observations of a pulsar in that region of space?
None in Federation records, but the Chodak star chart does contain a pulsar at the proper coordinates.
Can we observe the pulsar ourselves?
The pulsar is on the far side of the nebula. It cannot be observed from anywhere within Federation space.
Does it have a name? We should be sure a science vessel is sent to observe it.
The Chodak chart refers to it as the Gambara pulsar. It lies in unexplored space near the Romulan border.
Course. Engage.
Engage.
Warning. Entering the neutral zone.
We have to get to Starbase 45. If we don't get to Starbase 45, we are in big trouble. We're already in bits. We're flying through the neutral zone. If a Romulan comes along, we're in trouble. That's all thanks to Mr. Worf. So we can't even go and complete our mission because of this ridiculousness. Now we're going to have to go to the Gombar pulsar at any rate in order to measure the distance. Because they had said that it was about the time, whatever. So we're going to have to measure the pulsar, aren't we? But the science team's doing that, so maybe we just go to Alinor, continue on to Alinor. It doesn't matter. We have to go and fix all the holes in our ship. Which thanks to Mr. Worf and his incompetence. But, hey look. There's nothing I can do. I took control like a Chad, and I took that ship out of danger. I saved everybody on that ship. Everybody on that ship. They all owe me. You wouldn't even escape maneuver. I don't know. It's gonna take us forever now at warp. Whatever. Listen, if I go back and I go to astronavigation course, and can I bang up warp? Even give me warp 5.
Engage.
Yes! Right, so that should get us there a little faster now.
Entering Federation space.
There we go. Now we're all right now. We're safe from Federation space. Neutral zone in this condition. It's dangerous. Again, it would be nice to be just able to go on my mission, which I would have been able to do. We were there, everybody. We had it all sorted. Now, in fairness, what I should have done instead of engaging was immediately warp away. Just no delegation to Worf. I just don't know how to move the ship in this game. I've tried the number keys. That used to be like how fast the ship would be moving. And you could just kind of do a little pilot and stuff, but I decided the best way was to just do an Immelman and do a loop-de-loop and then immediately blow Worf out an airlock and then hit the escape button, get out of there, And as soon as enough distance was between us and them, we skedaddled. That's after already taking out a Chodak ship. Chodak, like in the cameras, I don't know, Chodak. Yeah, Chodak, that's the one. Yep. No, I'm not gonna skip forward. You're in it with me, okay? So this is kind of like an adventure together. So, stick with me. Look, we're traveling on the Enterprise.
Hail the starbase.
Hailing the starbase.
Cleared for docking.
Take us in, number 1.
Yes. Check this. Oh, yes. Wonderful. Man, I got a huge kick out of that back in the day. I still do, actually. Right, let's look at the view screen. You're in it. Check it out, man. Hey, Ripley. Now, if I am correct, all damage should be repaired. Go to engineering. Great work, Mr. LaForge. Weapons. Ooh. Total 259. We're all good. We're repaired. Shields. Tactical.
Targeting area.
Locking weapons.
You shut up, you. I'll lead you.
Targeting area.
Right. Everything's looking good. 5x5 damage. We're great. We're skyling. We're not leaving Starfleet. You used to be able to no, we leave it on while we're in the ship, and the reason is because I don't want that bug. Used to have to contact them so that
Admiral Williams here. What can I do for you, Captain?
You can start by taking that sour look off your face. Okay? You know, I'm not in the mood for talking with you.
Picard out.
Whoever cool guy is there, let me know. Okay, Astro, navigation. No, we don't need to. Right, go back here. Alinor. Did I choose Alinor? Alinor, yes. Course. Warp 8, Mr. Worf. Can you do that? Can you count that high? Engage. Right, we're on the march. Assuming we don't get absolutely annihilated on the way, thanks to Mr. Worf again. Increased warp.
Warning. Entering the neutral zone.
There we go.
Captain's log. We have arrived at the planet Alinor, where we hope to find information about the Unity device, a legendary superweapon created by the ancient Chodak. Although we've managed to travel deep into the neutral zone without being challenged, I feel certain that an encounter with the Romulans is only a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
Helm, standard orbit.
Okay, what are you gonna surprise me with now?
We've completed our scan of the planet. The surface is heavily damaged and radiation levels are high, possibly the result of war in the distant past.
Are there any life signs?
No, sir, but we have detected an extensive network of caverns below the surface. We are picking up Cochrane field emissions from one of the chambers.
Is it a natural phenomenon?
I do not believe so. The field is exhibiting a binary modulation pattern, which may imply some form of computer in operation.
Sounds like a good place to begin a search.
Sir, many of the caverns are heavily shielded. Our comm systems and transporters will be unable to penetrate them. The nearest beam-in point is more than 3 kilometers from the Cochrane field source.
Then that will have to be close enough. I'll lead the away team myself.
Captain, we have no idea what's down there. We can't risk it.
Number one, we have no choice. The Unity device, if it exists, could be a weapon of incredibly destructive power. We must learn what it is and what it can do. My knowledge of the Chodak could be vital to the success of our mission.
All right, sir. I'll assemble an away team.
Make it so.
That's it. You're essential on this, big balls. Let's make this a reality. You're staying behind because I'm so annoyed with you. Normally what you would do is you'd bring a security chief down with you for protection. But this guy, you probably end up shooting Captain Picard. I can't trust him. Now, we're definitely bringing the big man. We can't bring you. You're second in command. You're now in command of the bridge. So... What do you reckon? Oh, first of all, we changed the difficulty. Good, big brain. Alright? Because we're out of the space combat thing now. We have to be careful with that. Then we also save. Okay? We save. Because we got here in one piece. Just barely, with the skin of our teeth. The transporter room. It's very green.
Beam down coordinates selected.
Okay. Team. Beam him out. I'm serious. Beam him out into space. I don't want him here when I get back. Obviously,
Captain
the baldy
Picard,
chief.
please report to the transporter room.
Get yourself up there, Captain. Definitely Data,
Lieutenant
man.
Commander Data, please report to the transporter room.
LaForge. I'm thinking Worf, but I'm so annoyed at him. So we're going into uncharted territory. We're going into enemy territory, and I really don't want to be without his big mallet head. So what do I do? The Doc. That would be a good call too. Troy. That'd be a good call. But can we go down with that team? Right, first of all, we know we're bringing Troy.
Counselor Troy, please report to the transporter room.
Get your invaluable ass up there, Counselor. We're gonna need your insights on this. We definitely need a doctor there, just in case. But we also need either Big Brain LaForge, who's an engineer, or Big Head Worf, for just so we can at least throw himself in front of the captain and take a phaser here or two. Oh, we're gonna need all of this too. Gonna need this. We're gonna need this. Data crystal. Should I bring the crystal? Is that necessary? I'll bring the data crystal. I mean, better to have it than not have it. We've already, you know, gotten all the information that we need off of it. Now the question is, Mr. Worf, Geordi LaForge, or Dr. Beverly Crusher for this mission? That is a hard decision for me. I'm really angry at him. I would feel very comforted to have an engineer of Geordi's caliber there. And I'd feel that it would be handy having a doctor there. We've got data, so we don't need LaForge. I mean, you know, these two, you're sorted whichever one you have, really. So now it's between Dr. Crusher or Mr. Worf. Handy in an emergency to fix somebody. Handy in an emergency to absorb enemy fire with his big head. So which one would I choose? We're going down offensive.
Lieutenant Worf.
Don't let me down,
to
Worf.
the transporter room.
So what we want is med tricorder. Then we want med kit. So that's our, you know, equipment. Then we want isolinear rod. We want the rod programmer. And then we want the data crystal. Nice and ordered. Everybody ready? Phasers. We've got phasers, tricorder. Okay. Let's go. Mr. O'Brien. Energize.
Can you locate the source of the Cochrane field the ship's sensors detected?
The Cochrane field source lies in this direction.
If the source of the
What
Cochrane
direction
field
there?
emissions is truly an operational computer, there's no telling what we might learn.
Okay. Right, she said, and she never wrote. Okay, I see a lot of stuff. Mr. Data. What's
A
that?
foreign object has punctured the machine's case.
I see it there. What is the foreign object?
A foreign object has punctured the machine's case.
A similar device was used by the Romulans to defeat security doors during their attack on the Procularia research station.
Interesting. Damn, Worf, I'm glad I brought you already. You see that? Never let personal feelings involve grudges.
The skeletal structure corresponds to that of a Romulan. Readings confirm that these are the remains of a Romulan. I suspect the drone was the cause of his demise.
That's a drone. Intriguing. Alright. Objective, verify the existence of the Unity device. Background, Alinor. Once served as the administrative center of the Chodak Empire. Readings confirm that these are the remains of the Romulans. I suspect the drone was the cause of their demise. So that's like some kind of transcriber or something. Okay, look around. Captain Picard, tell me what you think.
We believe that the Chodak used drones for many purposes. I don't think it's part of the drone.
A similar device was used by the Romulans to defeat security doors during their attack on the Procularia research station.
So you said. Right, what are these things up here? Data.
I do not know the purpose of these devices.
Well then, run a tricorder scan.
These readings are inconclusive. Something may be interfering with the tricorder scan.
Intriguing. Right, so what else have we got around here? Look at the door. Now look, don't go
The
in.
accumulation of dust along the seam of this door leads me to believe it has not been opened recently.
Okay, fair enough.
There is some faded Chodak writing on the door. I believe the best translation is main transporter.
Fascinating. What's this here?
The grill has a latticed molecular structure. It may have been engineered to optimize energy dispersal.
So our phasers won't work on it, is what you're trying to tell me. What about this door here?
The tricorder scan did not provide any additional information.
Use the tricorder on the foreign
The
object.
device freezes logic circuits by emitting broadband electromagnetic interference.
Can we use the tricorder or something to do the same thing? Probably not. Examine the schedule. Chodak schedule. Colonels, Alinor, blah 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 blah. Foreign object propulsion. Blah 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 blah. Okay.
I
Resume.
recorded the information.
Excellent. Excellent. Hey. Use
I
drone.
do not believe that will work.
Okay. Right. So what we've done is we've gone through everything here. We're coming up to 50 minutes. So hold on. We might do a couple of more minutes. Let me just pause for a sec. Okay. Right. I've got a bit of chocolate here. Awesome. Right. Data, try that door, please.
It appears to be a small storage compartment. There is nothing inside.
Okay.
I do not believe that will work. The tricorder scan did not provide any additional information.
Go over and have a look.
This alloy seal holds the grill in place over the ventilation duct.
Worf, what do you think?
It appears to hold the grill over the vent.
Well, that's absolute genius. Thanks, Worf. What would we do without you? Card.
Unfortunately, I have no suggestions now.
Worf, go stand over there. Keep your eye on this thing here. Counselor Troy. Data, I want you to ask Counselor Troy what
There
she
seem
thinks.
to be many devices still operating.
Okay. Maybe it was a problem bringing her. Should have brought LaForge. They're trying to open the door.
There were no discernible results.
Oh, there's one.
Data!
Data!
What happened?
He fell when the door opened.
We'll have to return to the Enterprise for assistance.
No!
Captain,
Dead eyes, alright.
Long-range sensors are picking up a sporadic gamma particle trail. It appears to be headed in this direction.
Could it be a cloaked Romulan vessel?
That is the most probable cause.
If we assume it's a warbird,
Stinks.
how long do we have before it arrives?
Traveling at maximum warp, it would arrive in approximately 2 hours.
We can't afford to leave yet.
Crusher to Picard. I've released everyone back to normal duties.
Good. We've got to get back to the planet. We've lost too much time already.
And on that absolute bombshell, where I almost killed Data, we're going to call this one an end. Now, in the next one, in part 9, we're going to go down again, and we're going to solve that mystery in its own video, I think, because this is going to be a long one. This is a perfect place to stop. So, without further ado, thank you so much for watching this far. Thank you to all of you who have subbed to the channel. I love you for it, thank you. It makes me feel good and it makes you a good person. Thank you for the likes. And I hope I've provided some form of entertainment, levity, or even just comfort over the particular season. In case, whatever. Well, as usual, Shlán Lat, Gurhev Magud, August Og Mahone. And I will see you, please God, in the next one.